Yeah, for those of you watching, you know, don't just tab out after the game's end. We have lots of exciting filler content to keep you engaged. But yeah, I know you're here for the Dota, and that's why we have unpaused the game. Game 2, TnC versus Among Us. Let's hope it's more competitive than Game 1.
Did they do the European countries yet?
I'm looking forward to it. They haven't done it. The only two ones they did with the Dota events and the dumb test.
Amazing.
We got, what, 41 out of 47, was it?
Yes.
On which one?
On European countries?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Sporkle quiz. That's right.
Oh, no. Who gets the last hit?
Armel,
Yeah, they
sure.
intentionally give it to the mid laner. Even the Sven was not swinging his sword for that. That's he's not a carry player if you're giving that to your mid. If that's a pub,
You're getting
I'm
kicked.
taking that. Yeah.
It's like the Gandalf scene. Don't tempt me, Frodo.
30 seconds to
That's
battle.
what I imagine. I got Lord of the Rings stuck in my head from that image they put out.
Oh yeah, MLP.
Yeah.
With the Photoshop and John's Photoshops, yeah.
Very much. It put me as Aragorn.
Wow, a lot of activity already before the horn is even blown.
They're going for more
What?
action here. They got
What?
3, but 3 before.
Yeah, get out of there.
You don't want that
The battle
Back
begins.
other TB and a trade-off.
Got KP on a hero that can do more with less, as you were hoping for, Lyrical. Put him on a Slardar this time.
It's like the quintessential KP here.
Mm-hmm.
Block more than a few. As far as mid, Abed facing off against Armel again. Quap versus the Ember Spirit.
And thankfully, I don't think taking Scream at 1 really hurts her to get that first blood. Dagger or Scream, but fine versus an Ember.
I think you, if anything, you maybe want the Scream just to secure that range creep.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, he was likely going to skill it anyways. He didn't need the Scream to get the first blood, so he kind of chose it.
He kind of blew the Scream, though.
Yeah.
But looks like that
Got a
keeps
lot
on
of
taking
harassing.
damage. Yeah.
There we go. It is a low cooldown. That's the other nice thing there. So he still had a second one. Scream gets some more harass out, and already Armel off to a good start here in the mid lane.
Wondering if he... I thought he was just going to go straight up and dagger him. Where Abed didn't have that.
Oh, that's true, actually. He has it now. Yeah, if he got the straight up dagger with the level 2 advantage.
I don't know the map. I don't know the matchup well enough to know like how many dagger ticks it takes to burn off the shield, though.
Well, he didn't have the shield.
I guess he doesn't know when he's skilled at level 1. He's assuming he has the...
No, he
No,
saw
he
flame.
saw it. He saw the flame guard.
Okay, never mind.
Bot lane, Cuckoo, again, taking mid lane heroes to the off lane. Last game was the Queen of Pain, here it's going to be Leshrac. Up against this Sven, and big old creep cuts going on. Zephyr hijacking the entire wave.
I will say that like a couple of the chain roll, I've really enjoyed seeing them Nova range outlasted.
The brief stint of seeing the like mid-chen for OG and stuff. Definitely entertaining.
The piercing damage is underrated. They've been paying attention to those Chen tips that someone's been submitting on Reddit. There's like this Chen expert, like more than all the other meme Chen experts, and he's got like this really nitty-gritty mechanic list. Like apparently whenever you teleport creeps to you, there's an order of the orientation that they'll show up around your hero, and it's a fixed orientation. So you can like specifically put creeps that you know will spawn closer as now Avalanche Toss into Split Earth.
This combo. Like Chen tip. Really hard to deal with.
One of the tips was that there are a lot of creeps with piercing damage, and it's more than just the range creeps that allow you to last hit very, very easily and deny very aggressively.
Yeah, it's really hard to deal with. It's like trying to deal with that outlast hand.
Was he like on low ground? Did he lose vision? How did the chains not connect?
I guess it was must have been like a very maybe out of range, although it didn't look like it. It looked like it was quite a bit out of range.
Armel's doing much better this time than he did last game.
Yep.
It's always so interesting too. Like, he was sort of at the bottom of the last hits as far as the cores go. Kind of also keeping Sven
Radiant
slightly
structures
depressed.
are
And
fortified.
that could just be side as well.
Yeah, that I guess took away more potential CS for both players. So. Chen with 7 last hits already. You're at the Abed. Back to base. He's gonna have to do
Level
the,
6.
the old walk. Shame. Armel gonna get himself a rune. Fortunately, not
Dire's middle
a high
tower
impact
is under
rune.
attack.
Yeah, he's gonna stick around mid.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to roam here at level 4, so you'd be more worried about like a arcane rune or
Yeah.
Good job of staying top though. Only 6 and 11 versus.
this Ember was picked in, well, kind of in response. I think it fits their draft and what they needed for their lineup, but the actual mid matchup itself was not the reason they
Dagger there after the slight chains. Get some good harassment out afterwards as well. Nice. Double null tap. It's just gonna be.
Yeah, forced to jungle, and Abed will bounty rune refill with a stack, but yeah, he's
No, we didn't even get the stack.
oh,
Oh.
That's really not good.
he needs some stacks at jungle time. Almost WAP level 6, he's can't play the lane, I don't think, at that point.
Stuff.
Yeah, the new dark side sprays. Horrifying.
Scared. Well, so far looking pretty good for TnC. Much better than last game.
All stemming so far from the mid lane. We'll see how these first few rotations go. But even the side lanes, yeah, we see there. A lot of pressure being put on the TB, who is farming very well. Bottom Sven, a good time, so... Only, let's say, like 1.5 lanes being won for TnC.
If Ember can get like a pretty good amount of farm on though, and then sort of start making some stations, it should be pretty
Radiant
okay.
are scanning.
He's getting very low.
The
Great movement.
yeah. Walk too close to the outpost, or maybe just got scouted or figured out. Oh, there we go.
That
Observer
worked.
ward, yeah. Okay.
Alive.
And his ward should have probably been scouted, so I think they'll get the deep.
Yeah. Ember might just, yeah, he TPs to the tier 2. Goes straight to dewarded. Doesn't actually have a sentry out.
He might not have, well,
Planted it.
In
While under
vision, yeah, he went into that camp and planted it from the other side.
Maybe he didn't have gold for a sentry, or they just didn't notice.
March is on case.
Oh, don't give March the gold.
Yeah. It's worth buying your own.
Yeah.
There's an Ember. It pays for itself.
Oh, you know what though? When he went to try and last hit that ward, he instead hit the creep, and that's going to reveal that there's a ward up on the high ground over there.
I think it was trying to stack, but yeah, you're right. It does reveal it. Yeah.
Time, Zephyr, take damage, and the man looks like he has 9 stick charges. Decides to stick around a
By
second
himself.
longer. Oh, punchy, no! Still manages to get the kill.
Screaming. I forgot
Wow.
myself.
Oh, that's some corrosive haze damage.
Straight up solo kill.
Peace, Slardar. What's that?
March Silencer not better than March Isle.
Meantime, 2,000 gold lead being built up by TnC, and after that very disappointing game number 1, feeling a lot better about it right here in game number 2.
Yeah, things are going swimmingly. They've effectively won all 3 lanes. Bullied both cores into the jungle. Now Gabby might be a casualty, but he's very tanky and he has God Strength.
It's just dead now, right?
Yeah.
Armel. And make a rotation for the kill. Sidestep, able to get away.
Dire's top tower is under
And that
attack.
split earth, and Zephyr afterwards also going to fall. So they lose their carry, find the follow-up kill. And as far as net worth is concerned, it's really got to be
Radiant's
looking pretty
middle
good
tower
here.
is under attack.
Yeah, very different look from Armel here in game 2. After a pretty
Dire's top
lackluster
tower
game
is
1,
under
he is
attack.
showing up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Absolutely crushing it so far. Top of the net worth by a big margin and very active.
Whereas I'd say Abed is still kind of playing the same game, even though he's doing much worse in terms of like net worth. This was his game plan in
Dire's
his Snowball
middle
Amber
tower
game as
is
well,
under
which is like,
attack.
I'm just gonna sit back, farm, get some major items, stick around in the jungle for the most part.
Yeah, it feels like his time is coming later on.
Yeah.
Queen of Pain also likely to have an impact all throughout the game, but for Abed, I don't think you're worried if you're Among Us about how his start has been kind of slow. Definitely overall, big picture-wise, you're a little worried because, yeah, all 3 Radiant cores are great time.
Got strength just to farm up there. Gabby,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
instead of neutral items coming out here and there. This Chen is getting pretty farmed because of that mechanism. Time KP in a little bit of
Radiant
trouble. The
structures
toss
are fortified.
afterwards.
Boundary rune's coming up, but looks like
Dire are scanning.
Among Us might actually
Or
come out on top.
potentially, looks
Don't
like
know if they're gonna
Snapfire's
middle
going.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
Yeah.
3.
A lot of stacks over here for Sven, which at this point DFM will have a pretty good idea of, but I'm not sure they can do a whole lot about it.
Oh my god. Okay, Armel.
Sound.
Yeah, probably okay when you weren't he was going to get the TP off if you don't Sonic Wave.
Do you think it's worth it for Among Us to try and sneak in there and steal away those stacks if they went as a group?
If
With
they had a
Sonic
good hero
Wave
to do
down,
it.
Yeah, I think with Sonic Wave down, you'd maybe consider it, but you'd have to commit Metamorph and everything, and the problem is TB is going onto the high ground with Metamorph, he's just going to get blown up, like,
And then where does he go after that?
yeah.
He doesn't really want to be on the enemy side of the map right now.
So
Dire's
I
top
think
tower is
the
under
best
attack.
thing you could do, which is probably just too hard to time, is like try and do like a smoke play and catch the Sven while he's farming the Ancients.
Yeah. Or let like a support shuttle leech some of the experience.
Dire's top tower is
Global
fallen.
cancels out the kisses.
It's such a good combo, or rather.
I'm not convinced that's how you use a little silence though.
Oh, it's kind of working for him to some extent. Gabby will find that kill in the end, though. So the final tally, at least for now, is 2 for 2 as Armel jumps in. Does
Dire's
not
top
have
tower
Sunder.
is under attack.
Not even leveled yet. He needs to
Radiant's
get a little bit more
bottom tower
experience
is
first. But in the
under
meantime,
attack.
KP's taking a tier 2.
That was just as, like, he'd already gotten off a couple of globs, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Left Check was closing in.
Odd, yeah, it just seems a bit odd because there was like then they didn't have it for the actual team fight.
Right.
When the heroes TP'd in to defend, they just didn't have it. So
I guess maybe they were expecting other heroes to be in the trees, like Sven was about
Yeah,
to
that
Stormhammer
makes sense.
from the trees, and they're like, if Snapfire's already kissing, then there's probably more heroes.
Well, and I think the other reason that I'm like kind of okay with that in that instance is it's like they're gonna punish KP. With Sonic Wave down, where else do you get damage on that lineup? Like, it's just Mortimer's kisses, it feels like.
Sven's starting to do damage though. He's got the Mask of Madness. He took down that Tiny, what was Tiny even doing there?
He's just
Dire's
know,
middle
just
tower
Walking
is
around
under attack.
underneath enemy tier 1s,
Yeah.
no big deal.
But my point with that though is that like the global doesn't really affect Sven's damage, right? It stops stuns and things. I think part of the strength of having the silencer into the Snapfire is that like you can use it, and if you can cut off Mortimer, it's kind of it feels to me almost like
Radiant's
the same
bottom
way you do
tower
Black
is under
Hole.
attack.
Maybe it's not the same.
whoa,
Radiant's bottom tower
Mask
has
of
fallen.
Madness Slardar.
some new tech coming out of KP here.
Interesting. I mean, you're already going to be silenced. What's another silence?
True.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay.
I'm not sure
The
how I
only
feel
thing is
about
that you
this.
lose a lot of armor versus a TB, which is not great.
He has a like the gloves a taste too. All right, let's see how it goes. Finds himself Luku.
It's definitely going to work here, I think.
Dang. It's so fast. It's actually pretty sick. And now Zephyr getting followed by the kisses. Somebody drank a little bit too much before they started up the missiles.
I'm ever so grateful.
Yeah, I mean, his
Radiant's
tranquil boots
middle
aren't going to
tower
break,
is
so he's
under
still
attack.
zooming.
Just the way.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this mess. I think that, again, what the problem was last series is that you don't have answers to Terrorblade, and that will eventually be your biggest issue after 35 minutes. And I feel like you should itemize to answer a Terrorblade.
It's not his job to do damage, nor do they need more damage.
Exactly.
As well. Like,
So I think part of it too, though, what you saw right there was he was just farming up. Like
yeah,
farming things the whole
it
time.
is a good farming item as well. That's true. Like, I was thinking like maybe just like
Just a symbol for Echo.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what he does with it. If he keeps it as a mask, I don't... I feel like there are farming items also for a Slargar.
What?
Midas?
Dire structures
I
are
guess.
fortified.
Maybe that's why he bought the gloves and he's like, no, wait a minute. I got a better idea.
Hold that thought.
I definitely see it. I think this, like,
Has fallen.
I want to try it. It sounds like a fun build that if it works,
Yeah.
it's definitely kind of cool.
Chase, trying to find himself a tasty little March silencer. So much
Want
damage.
me?
Radiant's bottom tower
Get
is
all of
under
that minus
attack.
armor.
Can you get here in time?
Damn, dude. It's all over the place.
Add another to the tally.
So last game I was saying that I saw the Lockline TnC's movements and Among Us were just out-maneuvering them. Everything's panning out for the most part. Them defending that bot tier 1 tower, here invading in the triangle, which again they stick around a little bit too long. Last time it was Armel's Void Spirit who stuck around a little bit too long. Here it's going to be KP and Whitemon. But still, overall, their movements are netting them kills way more
Radiant's
than they were
middle
last game.
tower is under attack.
And someone
Radiant structures
kill
are
respawn
fortified.
times here, so they might actually be able to defend this tier 1 tower still. Okay, they're gonna throw out the Mortimers, but
No global this time.
Zephyr.
Radiant's middle
There's
tower
the global
is under
now,
attack.
trying to chase down, see if they can catch any of these heroes. Nothing being done. The duration of the global, there's the big old
Radiant's
sonic
middle
wave, and
tower is falling.
Cuckoo now also forced to run away. They blow him up and looking for more. March is in a world of hurt as KP is going to just beat the crap out of him. Well, taking the last bit of kills.
Yeah, who needs your Slither and Crush? He's commanded.
It's true. I mean, the move speed is actually working out from... I'm coming around to it. Mask of Madness Slaughter is the new build.
So what is it? Flat attacks or flat movement speed you get from it?
30 movement speed, yeah.
Yeah, and then sprint is still, it's not percentage based anymore, is it? It is percentage based.
Yeah.
So you get a bonus, as they
Bonus
say.
bumps. Should give you, yeah, like 40 something.
Karma stun. Look at that, that's
He
crazy.
built a Yules to deal with that specific situation, and he didn't even get to use the Yules on that Ember Spirit.
Oh my god. Can we click on the death recap for the Ember as well? Death recap, sorry. I don't know if it'll show it or not. It doesn't. Ask me.
Are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Quick Roche.
Yeah. TnC in full control here.
Fallen to the Radiant.
Is it so much to ask for a competitive game both ways? Why does it gotta be stomps?
We get a game 3.
We get a
have
game 3.
yet to have one of those.
We get a game 3.
Assuming they close this one out, which, you know, this lead is...
Substantial.
Yeah, it is. I think the TB still has a pretty good game overall, but he's just going to be underfarmed, and his teammates going to be incredibly underfarmed.
That's, I think, the bigger issue, is the TB may get his farm, but, like, the last track is going to get blown up. The Silencer, you'll be able to global, but I think people are going to have BKBs and purges by the time that
Dire's
global
top
becomes an
tower
issue.
is under
Abed went
attack.
for a Yule's first item, so he's not going to be dealing damage anytime soon. It's really all up to the TB to actually kill people.
And I think the other issue with Aghanim, the spells,
Radiant's middle tower is under
Ember
attack.
against Leshrac, it's like there's just no escape. what do you do
Dire's
against? You have to
top
build
tower
blink
is under
daggers to
attack.
deal with it.
Dire's
Global
top tower
comes out,
is falling.
trying to find themselves a tasty little kill on the Queen of Pain, and it's gonna go down. Meanwhile, dodges away from the stun. Manta's there. Really sick combo, and that's a kill on a KP afterwards.
And they can force these fights with underneath the Metamorph. They get Gabby as well. It's massive.
Oh my god. Big plays. Man, that Manta dodge by In Your Dream.
Having an arcane rune on Abed as well. Like, talking about Abed having a slow start, but you know, it's still likely going to have an impact on this game, and we're seeing it in that fight there.
No, super clean initiation for not having like a blink dagger on Zephyr. He basically just, oh wait, did he blink in or did he walk in? I felt like he walked in.
Could have been either.
Okay, I don't remember, but whatever the case, it was perfectly timed with the global and just pinstering in on TnC.
Fail, actually.
Let's buff up Ember and Lush's damage output, and he's tiny as well.
Well, Quap's got a BKB now, so she has an answer to the global. We'll see if any Yules or Lotuses come out for the supports on TnC, and I imagine Sven's also going to work his way to a BKB as well.
He could be able to get that Hand of God off if they want to. Imagine that's what Chen might have done. Actually, that mechanism. Regardless, sort of a weird reset of the
Radiant's
game.
bottom
almost.
tower
It's
is
like
under attack.
A tithe to the
you're gonna need to think about going for.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
right now
tower
TnC want
is
to
under
kind of
attack.
keep forcing it, feeling like they're ahead, but they are missing some of these key items, and you know, KP Mask of Madness being his only item, like he's not really that ready to fight as Among Us is much stronger than they used to be.
Problem with rules.
Radiant's
but then he
middle
gets
tower
bashed
is
in.
under attack.
He had a spirit.
That
And I don't think there's any instant disable. I guess if you time it,
Self-heals?
yeah.
Sven doesn't have the spells yet, right?
No, he does.
Done.
Whoa, Silencer also does.
Radiant are scanning.
Well, I mean, the Stormhammer Dispels now ends up making a lot of those items.
But then the question is, why did Abed build a Yules in the first place?
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I mean,
attack.
I think that they were hoping that they were going to hit an earlier timing before that comes out, maybe. Or just, like, you know, not being in the area. where
Dire's
it's-
middle tower is under attack.
This is where things start to get tough. Heroes in position.
Radiant structures
I'll
are
get chased a
fortified.
little bit.
Sven's got
Radiant's
the Ags
courier
incoming.
has been killed.
Nope, just kidding.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Sniper
attack.
from the Tiny.
All right, that's 2.5 minutes.
Let's
This is the time
go.
to fight.
Let's go. Let's get this global silent smoke up.
Yeah.
It's party time.
That's absolutely the play. Holy crap, what an opening by Zephyr.
Yeah, you guarantee a window. You know that the Ags is on that thing, so no random surprises will happen.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Start moving that way, but
He's, yeah, let's say he wants these runes. That they can be complete game changers, as we saw in the last fight.
Wow, TnC are very defensive now after they lost the Ags.
that's so funny. It's like this timing that he wanted to hit really hard, sort of taken over for a moment. They're doing a good job of like recognizing that weakness back. They almost have excellent Tim.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing with their timing is they're just being missing some key items, the Ag Snapfire, and even the Sven you get in the Hags. I think the BKB is going to be the real timing for this Sven. Getting kited so hard by Ember and
There's a lot of minuses. Little Shredder and
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Roasted
attack.
Haze. Scary. Just man, get some of those.
Still skeptical if it'll be enough for this TB. He has, what, 42 armor on the TB right now? Doesn't even have the Scotty completed yet. 39. Yeah, I can scream him, sonic him.
Story of this game. Fallow moments without much action. Favoring.
Tied to that, they seem less afraid of having heroes showing on the map. Doggo just shows up, pushes a lane up top. Sen does the same. Among Us are constantly playing hidden in their own jungle with their heroes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this sort of the way that you want to play this? Your TnC? They should be playing more aggressively.
I do think they need to wait for the Axe to get delivered.
Yeah.
That was actually like a big play by Zephyr.
It was Ags on Sven, Ags on Snapfire. Well, the Ags on Snapfire who was just short on gold. And Ags on Sven, yeah, dying on the courier, so.
Radiant's bottom
Now is a good time to
tower is
fight
under
because Roche
attack.
has potential to respawn soon, so it works out for them.
Yeah.
But they did give Among Us like a solid 2.5 minutes where it's like, alright, well, we can't do anything. Have fun enjoying your part of the map, but you still aren't going to be able to come to any lanes.
Picking up his 4 and walking high grounds.
Wow, that screen did not connect? That's wild.
Hobbit's there. They don't have to spend in the area. He's coming over now. Let's be careful. Global is out. Armel in some trouble. Getting pummeled, punched down low. Remnants away. And that keeps him alive for the turnaround. Gabby just absolutely melts him. Okay. Should keep him away for the moment.
Well, they were definitely ready for Ahmed jumping in for that Queen of Pain, which that's their 10-second BKB. Even once he completed the remnants, go left. They seem to stick around.
Look at that. Jump in though afterwards, and the spin hit also brings him down. Was not able to get the Sunder off. That will take them both down.
What a combo. That Queen Pain was just some bait.
Sven is online. And Roche is up. I don't know if they've spotted it yet.
Claw's pretty cool, but Sven.
Yeah, on impact you do so much
Dire's middle
damage.
tower is under attack.
My thrift rewarded.
Well, everybody dead. It's a good situation for them to try and push out the lane. Effort in that mid push. Non-easy open.
Abed's feeling like how Armel felt in game 1, where there's this hero with like immensely high potential to be able to jump back lines, and they're just getting stopped at the first line of defense. Here, it was Queen of Pain, not able to get finished off because it was a very fresh BKB, and then Sven turns around, face tanks the Ember Spirit, and last game it was that Void Spirit who just could never get to the IO.
It looks like they might have an inkling that not. Timing as well. Will pick up Roche. Sells Aegis onto Gabby. We go from here. Divas is pretty nice on it.
Even more damage output.
Well, you say even more, but he doesn't have very much to begin with. He's got Shiva's Yules.
Making up for the lack of damage.
There we go.
The other game too, the Terrorblade picking up Keyless. Tim's just dead. Out.
What were you saying?
Keela on the Terrorblade.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Radiant's
Better
top
there.
tower is under
I
attack.
also saw a talent on someone. These tier 1s living a long life, although it just hit 27 minutes, so.
Right.
Well, his tier 1 top is still up.
What do you guys think the verdict is so far on the start?
Invisibility.
Mask of Madness. Do you like it?
It was great for the mid game. I think because the Queen of Pain was such a tempo dictating hero that Slardar was able to just take second fiddle because she was initiating. I think he could get away with it. In games where Slardar needs to be the primary initiator, I don't think he can get away with it.
Tower has fallen.
But Armel is just gigantic right now.
Radiant's top tower is under
This
attack.
guard done. Just a little bit. Mega save.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's
Kind of
structures
just need to
are
play the dodge
fortified.
game until that Aegis disappears.
Unfortunately, it does feel like TnC is just getting way more resources
Dire's
on the map.
bottom tower has fallen.
The more Among Us dodge them, the more time and freedom that TnC are given, the more they will take advantage of it just to farm,
Dire's bottom tower
including
is
the
under
enemy
attack.
ancients.
Dire's structures
Charm
are
passed over and
fortified.
well.
Dire's bottom tower
See, they're
is
at
under
least
attack.
trying to mirror the other side of the map with
Radiant's top tower
Among
is
Us
under
towards
attack.
their triangle and taking away those ancients.
Yep. Being in to some extent, but see, our on the
Dire's
hunt.
bottom tower is under attack.
I guess once BKB is online,
Dire's
Terrorblade.
No, Armel!
Oh man, and his courier
Radiant's
died.
top
Oh,
tower is
Good
under
remnant
attack.
away. Make it notified.
He's running out,
Radiant's
unfortunately.
courier has been killed.
Career as well, although both teams actually.
yeah, Abed's got clipped by the sonic wave.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Silencer is going for Aghanims? Seems a little wild to me.
What the hell?
Radiant
The
structures
AoE
are
last word.
fortified.
I mean, it hits onto everybody, but it's weird.
We're asking the question, what pose is he going to do?
Yeah, he was definitely flailing,
Yeah.
whereas he should be using his Ag Stormhammer animation.
I like that idea a lot.
Use MKB now finish
Radiant's
for
top
Gabby.
tower is
At
under
least
attack.
Terrorblade's gonna have his beacon.
Yep, you have to fight.
Okay, stun comes out, jump away. It is too long of a range, too damn long.
Is under
And
attack.
they're gonna take a lot of damage there. The global is out, Aegis going to go down.
Thunder?
Or afterwards, hits onto Armel. Good amount of damage with the blink-aways there as well. Stun comboed right as he came out of it, and Zephyr on top, they bring him down. Gabby falls. Big plays there from Among Us. Oh.
Well, you get Chenzo on the list. Only cost a Lesh buyback with a very, very solid defense. Take down the Aegis. Did Sven BK? Yeah, he did BKB. So that was his 10-second BKB. Wow, great defense.
That range. It's Stormhammer. This is so insane.
I think it worked against him, though. I think it took him too deep into the fight.
That's fair.
And TnC were like, hey, you're going somewhere I can't come with you. The Hand of God is really the only thing that can help, and, well, KP gets a solo pick.
I just feel that personal pain of, like, targeted.
Sure, but it's for the
bottom
greater
tower
good.
is under attack.
You have to sacrifice yourself so you can get 2 kills on the enemy carry. Still don't know what the deal is with the Silencer Aghanim Scepter.
What's the idea here? Is there anybody that's particularly good against?
I guess Queen of Pain, I suppose, but she has a BKB already.
Is it like for
Radiant's
wave
bottom
clear
tower
at all?
has fallen.
I guess.
Seems-
Excited to see it, though. It is. I mean, he's been playing a lot of Silencer throughout this tournament, or at least over the past months, so more than happy to become a believer.
Way there. I bet it's gonna keep the farm train rolling. Everything.
Suckerin's a pretty nice game changer for TnC after that. Does look like TnC are more than happy to give Among Us as much time and patience needed to play their game and catch up on items, because themselves are out-farming them on.
Global should be close to back up again.
Yeah, it's up.
Radiant are scanning.
Immediately among.
Feels really hard to use this global well. Like if you're just using it to cancel a Mortis's, like missing out on another good opening.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Gotta find a
attack.
way to win these fights.
Well, there's the global. BKB out. BKB. Chase down. Are they getting set up for a big old turnaround? Well, they miss on the spit out. Slowing down both of them. Well, they're rooted for the moment, but will be able to escape. Tim's also out.
Don't know what the plan was for TnC there. As soon as global pops, then everyone should just retreat. Like, I feel like they committed with their BKBs. KP was obviously at the point of no return. He can BKB. He went in that direction so that the rest of his team would not get inadvertently chased. But then the rest of his team just showed up anyway in the middle of the fight. So, not really sure what TnC were hoping to accomplish after global comes out.
It's going to be interesting to watch these next couple of ones too, because like if they're able to even up the score a little bit, that's in terms of net worth. Like this 8,000 gold lead starts to feel like less and less as the items get out there.
Wow, he completes the Aghanim Scepter. What a player. I can't wait to see this. Let's see some wave clear.
It's a pretty big AoE. Played it with it a couple of times in Turbo. Kind of nice. 600 radius. So if you think about how big that is, it's freaking enormous.
And they've got a telescope in their neutral stash, so 600 radius plus telescope range, you can get someone from a long, long distance away.
Definitely feels like TnC could benefit from some Lotus Orbs and additional BKBs, ways to get rid of these annoying silences.
Like, you can see the problems that they're having doing Terrorblade illusions. I think that's the real answer. I just want to see these heroes get kill those illusions.
And the underrated one-shotting illusion aspect of big on.
Have you guys felt like Sven's been that impactful this game?
Earlier on, I think more recently, it felt like a hero just to kind of maintain some farm. But it's definitely...
I think his main goal was forcing Abed into this super weird item build. And wow, that spit out actually stuns the Tiny so that they can't finish off the kill, and Abed thought they had it confirmed. BKB activated by Slardar.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, so I think Sven's main purpose is just forcing Abed into a non-damage build because he can't ever jump into a fight because he's just going to get dispelled. So Abed has to go for this weird survivability build, which really no other carry I think can do that to an Ember Spirit other than Sven. Now Satanic completed on TB.
I don't know how you guys feel, but if they don't get this Roche, I'm starting to get a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if this Roche is any different too, because it feels like the last few, even when they got Aegises and things, didn't necessarily translate immediately into any kind of objective or teamfight success.
Has been killed.
Yeah, Sven kind of blew his Aegis immediately. Still got the cheese on Queen of Pain though. But oh wow, and a Mjolnir. I didn't even know she had that fully completed.
So I think they're trying to steal Roche right now.
Radiant are
They're
scanning.
doing it.
Yep, and it's scanned out.
They're gonna toss him in.
Dire are scanning.
Okay, in your dream, Lotus Orb, still fine.
That's Among Us saying, we're not afraid of you. Come and contest this Roche. We'll fight you.
Then Armel starting the fight already. March up on the high ground. They have global available if they want to use it. Not even needing to with Clock dead. They're gonna run in here.
Man, that was actually great. She did not want to BKB before Global came out, and everyone's like, alright, fine, if you're not going to BKB, I'm just going to use all my spells on you.
They find KP in the back lines, and he goes down too.
Dude, the Silencer is doing so much by doing literally nothing. Queen of Pain won't BKB. KP jumps deep behind enemy lines to find the Silencer. And marches is laughing the way to the bank.
Roshan has fallen to the dust.
Oh, Scepter? Who took the Scepter?
Ember got
Ember's
it.
got the Scepter.
Wow, and now he's just as
Bless
bards.
up. Bless up.
Yeah, I imagine he would have bought one with the Octary. Like that's like an amazing item for him.
And he's about
because
to
of his build.
25.
So he actually, I think at the beginning, he had the Agnus queued up and then he switched over to the
you're right.
Ocarine.
So he gets a free Ag Scepter, keeps the extra item slot that it would have filled. He's absolutely massive.
Dude, that's completely changed this game around.
No one else on his team really wanted. I guess Tiny would have been second place.
Good.
Dude, he will chase the Snapfire to the ends of the earth. Unless
Radiant's
Gabby
top
comes
tower
in.
is under attack.
Oh, you want to test this man's reflexes?
Comes out. They want to go, but they can't. Will Scepter lift up on the side. Whitemon is under control while they're trying to chase down and kill Tims, but they'll find him too. And just like that, Among Us.
Wait, Tim's got out?
Oh, Tims is such a baller.
Blink Dagger Snapfire. You never see it coming.
That's the way that the Aghanims ends up being kind of it's like a blink in, eat up for the save. Just like throw some away.
Yeah. Neck and neck. Net worth now. Give me a graph, Aosin, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's a 10k advantage. Been whittled down to nothing.
So I think that the XP graph, the fact that that's mirroring it is important because like it's really easy to have the net worth one when it's like eating an Aghanims, right? That's naturally going to be a dip, but how this game's
True, especially since TnC have basically been farming lanes the entire time,
Radiant's
and Among Us have been farming the
bottom
jungle
tower is under attack.
for the majority of the game.
We jinxed it. We thought we had the third game. We're getting a good competitive
That's for sure.
team.
Yeah.
According to the Mac team's fighting over the bounding room.
Oh, but the turnaround with the Lotus Orb. Ahmed able to get away on absolutely nothing. Look at him, he's barely alive. Remnant's out of there. Meanwhile, Stormhammer in trying to take down that ledge. The Hanagot is not quite enough to keep him alive. And with the Avalanche, the toss-up, Gabby, a way to jump onto, but they will find him. Now off to the side, Armel gets the blink away. Your Dream's still trying to do what damage he can, but he's already lost 2 of his allies.
What is going on? How has no one on Radiant died?
Lotus yet again being used for the toss back the other way. Because he had the Aghanims, he got the effect back the other direction as well. That kept him from getting stunned.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And in the end, it's not going to matter. He still ends up falling.
Well, TV's still got a little bit of time left on this meta, but not much. And that's a Cuckoo buyback. That's a Zephyr buyback. I think you are more than content if you're TnC just to give up a Slardar casualty. I don't know how TnC lived for so long. They did Bird and Cheese, so Queen of Pain was getting hammered on by the Terrorblade, sundered, and then she cheesed immediately after and then blinked out. And yeah, with the Spell Prism, she's definitely very, very mobile. Not yet 25, so close. If she had 25, that honestly may have been just like game.
Feels to me like Ember needs to be the one that finds like, but he doesn't have enough damage.
Yeah,
to
he
kill
finds him and then he's like, "What's up, Shen? I'm gonna slow you massively."
Like Terrorblade needs to be able to keep beating on Sven, but Sven is like immobile, and so
even
like,
Lesh doesn't have damage. Lesh has like no real mana regen items. Technically, it's just a Lotus.
All in on the full 4 protect one of the TB.
All for the In Your Dream.
We'll have a Daedalus perhaps for the next fight to forego the buyback.
I don't know. It's like even though it's sort of evened up, like the general problems exist for Among Us. Solved.
Yeah, I thought that blink was an enemy
Holy
tiny,
crap.
and I was like, "Cuckoo, no!"
Never a
Dire's
good
middle
thing.
tower is under attack.
Do you ever do that? So like when you're playing, you just sort of like blink on top of one of your allies in a pub game just to scare them or something? That's
Can't
I
say
love
that I
that.
have. Not intentionally, at least. Ninja gear up for Gabby. That's actually pretty sweet. For a hero that can basically 100 to 0 someone. Aegis reclaimed. Does
Radiant
he
are
buy the full
scanning.
Daedalus on the Sven, or is he still waiting for buyback? TB he has one. Oh, never mind. It was. Oh, never mind. It was just wait. Oh, he's going to bless. Never mind.
Oh, that makes sense.
1,000 gold lead. Last fight. I have a feeling we're chilling till Roche.
Co-op's 25, so Fear is online, and I think that could make a big difference, because so far this Tiny and this Leshrac are able to kind of stay in the fight because they've gone for such survivable builds, but I think it's going to really help you against this Fear.
The middle of them, bottom. Do nothing. Yoked out Sven.
The last year you run into when you're making plays. Both teams trying to get some vision up around key points of the map, knowing that high ground ward or something could determine the outcome when both teams are so evenly matched right now.
Naturally, with the Lotus Orb, when it's like just a regular Stormhammer bolt, does the Sven get stunned by that? You know, because I feel like the stun hits before he becomes.
You mean if the person with the Lotus Orb on them does not have a scepter?
Yes.
Yeah, it won't stun him.
So the only way to do it is if you have an Aghanim.
Yeah, because I guess there's a delay. I think that's like the first time I've ever seen that.
It was really weird.
Yeah. 4 staff for Leshrac. They like. It's literally all on Terrorblade to deal damage this game.
Do it. Target.
You know, I'm just saying, you know, I can do something here or there.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's got those low cooldowns. But yeah, as far as actual burst and ability to blow people up, it is.
Well, and it's like it's mainly AOE thing. It's got
Yeah.
Shivas and.
It's just the Octarine, I think, is his last item. I don't know what he's working towards, but
He had Octarine Shivers last week.
yeah.
Yeah. It would make sense.
Scotty on his run. 4.4 HP toss back.
Okay. A third stun is there as well. Pull him up. Nothing to heal. The fear comes out afterwards. The BKB in the runaway. The global is out already, and Slardar is going to die.
That's okay. Meta's down, global's down.
Chase.
Among Us needs to chase this. They can't let them get out like this.
They're not letting them. It's for more. I bet. Oh, good stomp. Is that going to be enough to keep them alive? Yeah, they guessed the wrong direction. Oh my goodness. What is stomp for March? Not March.
I think you're... White Mon. I think you're perfectly okay with that if you're TnC. You did not have to burn God Strength. Only BKBs were popped were the Slardar and the Sven, and only casualties were the Slardar and the Chen. So Global's down, Meta's down. Roche's potential to respawn soon. If it was now, that would be perfect, but it seems like TnC will still have to be a little bit patient, but I think they should be looking for a fight.
Hasn't really felt like these Aegises, you know, these Axes and whatnot, like strength of their lineup over the edge yet, though. Like having an Aegis hasn't really resulted in being able to convincingly win a fight or go high ground.
I think you're right, but I think the other parts of Roche may be pretty nice, though.
Yeah.
Getting a refresher, getting an Ags, and the cheese, I think, would be really nice for them.
You can have refreshers. That's what Ember's going for. That one feels weird to me. Like, you get all of the remnants again, but it's kind of strange.
Just looking to completely blow people up with Brazilian
The
remnants.
6 remnant dream, no, the 8 remnant dream.
under
Or no, yeah,
attack.
the 6 remnant dream.
Well, he's Ag, so he gets 5
Oh
more.
my god, you're right, yeah, so...
The 10.
The 10 remnant dream.
I don't know. It's not... going for it. Okay.
How much damage is that?
This is one of
All those
the
remnants.
weirdest Ember builds I've ever seen in my entire
Damage,
life.
so it's 3,000 damage.
3,000 magic damage.
I mean, is it good? I feel like it's pretty bad. I don't know. It's weird.
It's funny.
Yeah, you just don't normally think of refresher on heroes with low cooldowns.
Or without any really useful active spells.
Yeah.
I mean, active items.
Yeah, like Hex or something.
Right, exactly. Or BKB. Oh, well, there's a BKB on Quap.
He has the remnants available. Immediately takes him down to the low grounds. And that's on the way out as well.
Okay, he
Pops it
refreshed
out.
to get out.
Round 2. Zephyr's in trouble. Zephyr's
Okay.
going down. Trying to find everybody. In your dream, turning to fight. Almost able to bring down that spend. It's very low. They kill off the left rack dead for 2 minutes. And they will get the finish onto Terrorblade. And Abed's just doing nothing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He didn't do any
I
damage.
wouldn't say that. He flew in and out at least
okay.
7 times in that one fight. Even the master falters, you know.
I want to see how much damage he ended up doing. 'Cause it's going to look like a lot, but
What I want to see is how many units he covered in that one fight.
You're like, watching the sports events, like, I want to know the mileage. How many miles does this player run?
Ember was playing tennis with himself pretty much.
I mean, he did the most on his team, but
That's not a good thing. If your Ember with the Refresher, Shiva's, Octarine, Yules is dealing the most damage in a team fight, something has gone wrong.
true. I mean, a lot of the damage is from Terrorblade's illusion. Still, this just looks like it's too big of a side.
Dire's
Well,
middle
meta's
tower
down,
is under attack.
Global's down, buybacks are available for the left and Tiny, but not for the Silencer and the Terrorblade. What a weird game.
Lardar gets the axe.
They show those first 2 buybacks. Imagine TnC have a pretty good idea at this point that TP is not buying back.
Dire's middle
And
barracks are under attack.
they're
Dire's
going to go
middle
for
barracks
at least
has
one,
fallen.
and now a second lane of Rax here with 20 seconds on TP's respawn time.
Dire's bottom
Unfortunately, Ember is the
barracks are under
inferior spirit when trying to clear an entire
attack.
creep wave.
Dire's bottom barracks-
Not when you have
Dire's bottom
Refresher.
barracks has fallen.
Go, go, go! It's still the weirdest thing.
So Gabby got the blessing, and yeah, he's still got 1 point. Or how much gold does Gabby have? 7.5k.
Hi.
I don't know.
Save out for that trident.
Maybe.
That was pretty sick, honestly. He's got to wait 10 minutes though.
Hold on to your
I don't
tails.
think it's 10 minutes. I think this one's over now. I don't feel like they do that much outside of Among Us. Like, I don't know, Terrorblade just hasn't.
Definitely seems, you know, one more fight like that and it's definitely over. If you don't have any buybacks and multiple heroes, use it to kind of defend high ground there.
They just farm the jungle.
Bot lane and mid lane are going to be consistently pushing, so they can just slow roll this top lane now.
At this point, Among Us. Waiting for Silencer's kind of.
Dude, what is this silencer build? What is this 5-position silencer build? Ags Blink. Down with the Veil. The Veil's perfectly cool with me. I don't know what the Ags has been doing. I don't know what the Ags is supposed to be doing. I mean, it's supposed to be silencing multiple people, I suppose.
Well, one thing that's kind of cool, I guess, is that Sven, once his BKB's down, he can't like, Stormhammer around anymore.
Sure.
But usually he dies in the
Yeah.
BKBs, so.
Meanwhile, what if he had a refresher so that, like, Stormhammer also can't happen while Gabby's BKB'd?
Sure.
Dire are scanning.
Coming in. Scan right there.
He's got an A on this one.
Definitely. Oh no. Oh no. In your dream needs to do every bit of damage possible to kill off the Slardar. Can they find any more? Oh, Thunder. It's out.
Right.
Okay. Good follow-up stun there onto Gabby. Trying to kill him off. He's focused on Cuckoo, but looks like he's going to go down. Or is he?
Satanic?
Or is he? Never mind.
Satanic.
And with that, the chase down is going to come. A double kill for Tim's. Chasing for more. That's the dream.
Oh, that's the blink. Yeah, that's right.
And Remnants coming in. Oh, look out. I got a lot of Remnants for you. Good play there by Abed. And gonna TP back in face, but no!
Bloodthorn Mjolnir, baby. Let's go.
Sven's buying back though. They're all in to try in this game. Back. They've lost Snappride. They might lose Slaughter too now.
Then bought back as well.
Oh my god, did the Shivas follow him in the slice?
He's down. Here. Oh, the sun.
Wait, they didn't hit anything
They
useful?
got him. And with that, now. Gabby looking for the chase down. It should be enough. Gabby says, I don't
Dire's
want to
top
fight him
tower
anymore.
is under attack.
These buildings. No fight.
Dire's top tower
Nobody's
is
gonna satanic up this illusion.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks.
Swat of it.
Well, Abed's dead for
Dire's
100
top
seconds.
barracks has fallen.
But also,
Now
this is
have
dieback potential for the Sven.
So to start, Gabby getting a lot of damage there.
He's silenced with that last word. But Among Us will fight to the bitter end.
Repent.
Will be better.
Yeah, they were hoping for that duo trend to continue here. No such luck.
Now they got him now. A lot of attack speed for the turnaround. The Sunder is there. Do what he can. Global. Abyssal afterwards. Sonic Wave in the screen for the fear. I just see Armel though. Like he's in trouble now. Oh, nope, never mind. And that should just about do it. Very, very well played by TnC. Looks like they should be
Bitter
able to
end.
sum
I
this one
said
up.
bitter end.
Apparently.
The bitterest of ends.
The only thing they're doing is ruining my outro now.
And these teams, we've seen the old chat. There are some bitterness between them. They will make them finish off that throne.
Done. Toss away. Kill every last HP. Left to live. Lots of giggling.
Bitter end.
The bitterest of ends.
is under attack.
And GG. Bringing them into the fountain. But they get the kill. Oh, Gabby gets his last fight. Well played, TnC. And a game number 3.
Finally. Not exactly how I anticipated us reaching this point,
No.
but we got it
Yeah.
anyway.
And